Hours after stepping off that stage, Mayor Pete Buttigieg hopped on the bus behind me and hit the road on his second tour across the Hawkeye State.
Hi, everybody.
Less than 100 days until Iowans caucus, Mayor Pete Buttigieg says change is in the air.
I can sense that there's just a different energy right now. I think early on, Iowans are just getting to know us. Now, I think folks are making decisions.
Decisions that once little-known mayor hopes can propel his campaign beyond the first-in-the-nation caucus.
I think it's really important for us to succeed here.
Historically, the strength of a candidate coming out of Iowa has been a big predictor of who wins the nomination.
I am, of course, asking you to caucus for me on February 3rd.
But many voters say they're torn between his version of change and Senator Elizabeth Warren's pitch.
Kind of across like Pete, Warren, but for me, I think with Elizabeth Warren, big structural change is challenging Washington, but not focusing on what can't be done, but what can be done.
Elizabeth intrigues me. I think Pete's plans for several things make a little more sense.
Independent voters like Kurt Kettleson are exactly who Buttigieg hopes to bring into the Democratic fold with a more pragmatic approach to change.
We can solve those big problems with big answers and do it in a way that unifies, not polarizes the American people.
Ultimately, voters say they're looking for someone who can deliver.
It's all going to matter if he can do what he says. It's going to be a matter of can they address the problems in a meaningful way and get the job done.
There will be change. Will it be big structural change? I don't necessarily think I'd say that, but I would say that he is creating change, and I think that's ultimately what this is about.
But Buttigieg says he can do both.
I think I'm pushing structural change, too. I suppose by definition, everything technically is incremental, but I don't view it as a minor incremental change to do the biggest thing to healthcare since the invention of Medicare itself. These are not small steps.
With such a crowded field of candidates, many Iowans are still undecided. The type of change Democrats want will start to take shape in just under 3 months, starting right here in Iowa.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.